Hello everyone, Adavan here. We're going to be doing another range DPS synergy video. Today we're going to be talking about electricity. And I'm going to point out some of the best electrical powers and how well they work together. This is not a comprehensive guide to all the electrical framework, as there's just some elements that I'm not going to use. Alright, for gear for this guide, the same as for the other video, I have heroic gloves or Legion's breastplate, cathodic thing, cosmic fang, bracers, all this fun stuff. Not really that great of enhancements on it, but whatever. Also, for our overview, this is what I ended up with for stats, and you want to check out slotting. Here you go. For a specialization tree. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out some of let's talk about electricity in general. The electric power set, is counts as elemental damage, and has two major mechanics. One is the negative ions, which gives a chance to hit multiple targets. So if you hit a target that has negative ions on it, it can arc to another target. Also, some powers will give you additional damage to enemies with negative ions on it, and you can also get some healing powers and holding, depending on what powers you use. They're affected by negative ions as well. The other mechanic is the superconductor, which is it's an elemental damage resistance debuff. So basically, you'll do more damage with elemental powers. Alrighty, some of the powers that we're using today. Electric current, this is our short-ranged AoE. It basically arcs in front of you in a cone. It gives you negative ions and whatnot. And for me, I chose the unlimited power, so every time you use it, negative ions, if you have the energy unlock ionic reverberation, every time you close a circuit with something that has negative ions on it, it gives you energy. So ionic reverberation and electric current can refill your energy bar. Next, we're going to be chain lightning, and this is what we use to put on our superconductor. You take the superconductor advantage, and all you have to do is tap it, and it gives you just tap it and it gives you superconductor on anything that's affected by negative ions. And superconductor, I missed it. Anyway, superconductor gives you it reduces the resistance to electrical damage for a short time, 12 seconds. Our next power I took was lightning arc. This is our single target damage, ranged power, and it gives you additional damage to targets affected by negative ions. And finally, for my attack powers, I have lightning storm, which is just a ranged AoE, and it has a pretty high chance of giving negative ions, multiple chances. Alrighty, so the slotted passive I went with was electric form. It increases your energy, slotted offense passive increases all of your energy, electricity, sonic particle damage. Also scales your super stats, resistance to energy attacks, and gives you energy when you're struck by electrical attack. Alright, and it also applies a small heal when you strike a target affected by negative ions, and counts as a energy form. Pretty nice, huh? Alrighty, for toggle I took concentration. It does just a little bit. It's easier to maintain with electrical form than the electrical toggle. Alrighty, so there you go. With this build and this slotting and this equipment, I'm getting right around 3,500 damage per second. So even with no slotting, go ahead and pop on. Oh, First, you gotta get your negative ions on. Okay. Negative ions. There we go. Negative ions. And tap down your. I have chain lightning, which gives our superconductor. So you see superconductor, negative ions, and then I can go right into single target damage and a respectable 2,500 per click. Put your supercharger back on. Boom. There we go. It's really simple. Once you have your negative ions, you just got to keep your superconductor up, and it does really decent single target damage. And as I said, this is by no means optimized specifically for electricity. It's just showing you how simple it is to get really good DPS out of these guys. Alrighty. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask.